so happy to be here with you for story time. Hopefully you're ready for some stories. I thought we'd kind of start on a serious note today, and we're going to read our social story about social distancing. We've talked a little bit about this in other story times, but I think it's important, especially for our friends with Down syndrome, that we practice and we talk about these very important topics. So what is social distancing? I'm wondering what social distancing means. I've been hearing about it a lot. Social distancing means keeping extra space between myself and other people. But it doesn't mean I can't be social and talk to my friends. Some of you might be doing talks on Zoom or maybe even in person outside. It's more like physical distancing. I need to keep my body 6 feet away from other people's bodies. This might happen at a store or at school or in other places where there's a lot of people. In our school, desks might be 6 feet apart, or maybe 3 feet. I think some schools are doing. We might not be able to sit right next to a friend on the school bus. But even though we won't be sitting right next to our friends, our teachers will help us find a way to help us play and have fun anyway. It is usually okay to be close to my parents and my family. My parents will tell me who I can and cannot be physically close with. The reasons we have to social distance is because of a virus called coronavirus. This virus can make people sick. Social distancing can help us so we don't get sick. When coronavirus is gone, we will be able to be physically close to other people again. I can't wait for that. Can you? I will be so excited to give all my friends hugs because that's what I miss the most. Fly Guy's Big Family. Have you ever read a Fly Guy book? They're pretty funny. We'll see how I do because there's lots of buzzing in this book. This book is by Ted Arnold. You maybe remember some other books we've read during Storytime by Ted Arnold. Last week we read Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan. What's her name? Today we're going to read Fly Guy's Big Family. A boy had a pet fly, and he named him Fly Guy. Fly Guy could say the boy's name. Bzzz. Chapter 1. Buzz wanted to play. He looked for Fly Guy. There you are, said Buzz. What are you doing? Look at Fly Guy. See? Muzzer, buzzer. Oh, you were drawing pictures of your family, said Buzz. Yes. I bet you missed them, said Buzz. I do, said Fly Guy. Buzz had a plan. He secretly made little signs with pictures of Fly Guy. Look what it says. Surprise party for Fly Guy. Family only. Right now at 345 Maple Street. He put signs up all around his neighborhood. Look, he put them in the trash. He put them by a stinky fish. And by a puddle of something gross. Buzz made a special phone call, and he waited by the front door. Chapter 2. A fly flew up to Buzz. Who are you? Said Buzz. Cousin. You're Fly Guy's cousin? Asked Buzz. Yes, said the fly. Cool, said Buzz. Come on in. The fly looked worried. Swatters? No fly swatter, said Buzz. It is safe here. Cade, James, and Alex, I'm so glad you're here listening to stories with me today. Hi, friends. Fly Guy's cousin turned out and called, okay. Thousands of flies came out of hiding. They all flew into the house. Oh my. Wow, said Buzz. Flies have big families. Outside of his bedroom, he said, shh. He opened his door and said, Fly Guy, it's time for dinner. Fly Guy flew out. Surprise! Fly Guy was very excited, 'cause he hugged his cousin, 'cause he hugged another cousin, 'cause then he hugged another cousin. Wait till you see all of these. Brother, sister, brother, sister, brother, sister, auntie, unkies. I'm not very good at these buzzings, am I? Mother, father. Chapter 3. After Fly Guy hugged his whole family, Buzz said, It really is time for dinner. Follow me. Buzz, Fly Guy, and all the flies came to the table. Look at them. Oh my. Mom and Dad were surprised. What are we going to do with all these flies? Cried Dad. Don't worry, said Buzz. They are Fly Guy's family, and I made a plan. Buzz opened the window. Time for party. Outside, a truck dumped garbage into the yard and drove away. Fly Guy and his family flew outside, and they had a party in the garbage. Perfect place for a fly party, I guess. Fly Guy's mom and dad brought him something for him to see. Look, it's a little baby picture of Fly Guy. After everyone went home, Buzz said, Great party! Were you surprised? The Fly Guy said, Yes. Here, said Buzz, here's another little surprise. Your drawing. Mother, father. Thanks, Buzz. So funny. Fly Guy's big family. All right, our next story. Wait till you see this one. This one is all about being in the snow with birds. It's called Tea with Lady Sapphire. I'm going to take my dust cover off so I can hold my book easier. Here we go. Sharing the Love of Birds, Tea with Lady Sapphire, and this is by Carl R. Sams II and Jean Stoic. Okay. This is a fun one. I think you're going to like this one. Sweet child gazed out the window, making a circle cloud on the cold glass with her breath. Swirling snowflakes covered the grass and fell thick onto trees that began in the woods. Her grandmother was right. It was a perfect snow, a packing snow. The morning sun came up, gifting them with a crystal white snow globe world. I can't wait for the snow. Probably some of you are ready for summer to keep going. I like the snow. The phone jangled. We have a mission, sweet child, Gran's voice sang out. Our feathered friends are expecting us, and as you know, a doer's deed must be done. Bring little Squirt and make sure he's had it up. We need to get on with his education. With chatter and laughter and brightly covered mittens, they shaped their snowman outside the breakfast window. The three of them filled an old floppy-eared hat with nuts and seeds and placed it on the snowman's head. Graham planted a fallen birch log into the snow and filled the cavities with suet. The last of the feeding stations was complete. Job well done. Look who's here already. Our upside-down bird, the white-breasted nuthatch, sweet child pointed out. Do you see him? Upside down on the tree? This is our tradition, little Squirt, nodded Graham, pouring tea. Welcome to our club. Tut, 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 Mr. Tut. Those snickerdoodles are not for you. You think Mr. Tut is the cat? Trying to eat the cookies. Winter is a difficult season, and we take care of our feathered friends, Graham explained. Keep an eye out for Lady Sapphire. She'll land on the old hemlock looking for bugs and beetles. She is a highlighted woodpecker, a very large woodpecker. I'm going to adjust my camera for you just a little bit. Is that better? You can see the pictures better. Mr. Tut's tail twitched and thumped on his special perch as the first guest flitted in. The chickadee flew his crooked path to land on the snowman's nose. Look at him. You see him? There's Mama's favorite bird, the chickadee. Squirt grinned. Yes, said Graham, and he's the friendliest of all the birds. It's no surprise that he's the first to greet our snowman. Look at that red bird, chipped Squirt. He's the male cardinal. He's such a show-off red, Graham replied. The male birds are usually the flashiest ones. And those blue jays are bold as brass, Graham exclaimed. Some people think they're bullies, said Sweet Child. Yes, but they do have a job to do, continued Graham. The jays will sound an alarm warning all the birds when a hawk soars above. I didn't know that, did you? Ooh, I see the red on her belly, piped little Squirt. I'm really good at this. Yes, I know you are. You have eyes like an eagle, said Graham. And look, Sweet Child pointed out. There's my tufted titmouse. He looks so different when he's perched on a branch. It's the berry bandits, sang out Sweet Child. A flock of smooth-feathered cedar waxwings glided and landed on a snowdrift crab tree. They pluck all those berries in no time, said Graham. On a lower branch hung a thistle feeder with many perches. Thistle is the goldfinch's favorite treat, Sweet Child explained. Mr. Goldfinch wears his olive brown coat during the winter instead of his summer yellow. We watched him take one nut and then another, and then there were none. That thief will keep us busy all replacing nuts all day long. The squirrel. I like the squirrels the best. Do you? Or do you like birds better? Gentle mourning doves and gray juncos pecked at scattered seed and corn on the ground. Even the turkeys strutted by in their slow step to gobble up seeds. See the turkey? It's her! It's Lady Sapphire in for a landing, said Graham. And look, there's a second pileated woodpecker waiting for her on the tree. Do you see him? Now that's not your mama's chickadee, Graham crowed. Pick up your binoculars. Do you see his red mustache? Can you see the difference? Look. One has a red mustache, and one doesn't. Can you see him? Lady Sapphire has a mate. It's time for a toast. Raise your teacups and welcome Mr. Succotash with his handsome red mustache. Here he is. Welcome, friends. Welcome to our backyard. How long will we feed the birds? Asked Squirt. Sweet Child answered just the way Graham would. Until the frogs sing and the trees grow new leaves. The snowman came and went, and like always, they would wait for the next perfect snow. That's a good book, huh? Look at this one. I Love You, Grandpa, by Jillian Harker and Daniel Howarth. This is a good one about a bear. Do you like bears? I do. Little Bear and Grandpa were walking by the river when Little Bear spotted a fish. Quick, Grandpa, he yelled. He rushed into the river, caught the fish, and held it up proudly for Grandpa to see. Grandpa smiled. You're fast, Little Bear. I remember when I was as fast as you. He started across the river and turned to Little Bear. My legs were once as strong and speedy like yours, but now I found an easier way to catch a meal. Really, Grandpa? Asked Little Bear. What's that? Well, Grandpa replied, I'm more crafty now. He stopped on a rock. I stand here at the rapids, Grandpa said, standing very still. I'm patient. I wait until the fish jump out of the water and straight into my mouth. Wow, said Little Bear. I love you, Grandpa. You are so clever. Just then, Eagle swooped down. The beat of his wings ruffled the bear's fur. They saw his sharp claws. Little Bear ran straight up a tree. Grandpa smiled. I can remember when I could climb. As well as you, he said. My arms were strong. But now, I don't need to run away. Really, Grandpa? Asked Little Bear. What do you do instead? Well, replied Grandpa, I'm bolder now. When Eagle swooped again, Grandpa barked in his deep, gruff voice, and he roared as the eagle swerved away over the mountain. Roar! Wow, said Little Bear. I love you, Grandpa. You are so brave. They walked on until they came across a slope where the earth was softer and deeper. Watch me, Grandpa, called Little Bear. I can dig myself a really good hollow to sleep in through the winter. Little Bear began to scrape away at the soil. And Grandpa smiled. I can remember when I could dig as well as you, he sighed. My claws were really sharp, but now I know a better way to find a hollow. Really, Grandpa? Frowned Little Bear. Where do you spend the winter? Well, replied Grandpa, I'm wiser now. All I need to do is find a hollow tree. He padded through the woods in front of Little Bear. Follow me, he called. And he and Little Bear went to a huge tree. In the middle of its massive trunk was a snug hollow. I love you, Grandpa, said Little Bear. You know so much. Little Bear looked up at Grandpa. Will I ever be as crafty and brave and wise as you? Of course you will, replied Grandpa. Shall I start teaching you now? Little Bear nodded. So Grandpa took Little Bear to the rapids, and he taught him the crafty way to catch fish. And then he taught Little Bear how to scare a bird away. Little Bear learned quickly. Soon soft flakes of snow began to fall. It's time to find us a hollow tree big enough for two, Grandpa said, and he helped Little Bear choose wisely. Little Bear snuggled up to Grandpa. He felt really good. I love you, Grandpa, he laughed. Grandpa ruffled Little Bear's messy head. I love you too, Little Bear. The end. All right, we have time for one more story. This one I saved my favorite for last. Pete the Cat. I bet you've read some of these books before, but this is Pete the Cat and his magic sunglasses. Pete the Cat did not feel happy. Pete had never, ever been grumpy before. Pete had the blue cat blues. Then, as if things weren't bad enough, along came Grumpy Toad. Grumpy Toad was never happy. He always wore a frown. But Grumpy Toad was not grumpy today. He said, these cool blue magic sunglasses make the blues go away. They help you see things in a whole new way. Pete put on the cool blue magic sunglasses and he looked all around. Right on! The birds are singing, the sky is bright, the sun is shining, I'm feeling all right. Pete thanked Grumpy Toad for the cool blue magic sunglasses and he went on his way. Soon he saw Squirrel. Squirrel did not look happy. Pete said, "What's wrong, Squirrel? I'm so mad. Nothing is going my way. I only found one acorn today." Pete said, "Try on these cool blue magic sunglasses. They help you see things in a whole new way." Squirrel put on the cool blue magic sunglasses and looked all around. Awesome! The birds are singing, the sky is bright, the sun is shining, and I'm feeling all right. Pete said goodbye to Squirrel and continued on his way. Soon he saw his friend Turtle, and Turtle did not look happy. "What's wrong, Turtle?" Pete asked. "I'm so frustrated. Nothing's going my way. I'm all upside down today." Pete said, "Try on these cool blue magic sunglasses. They help you see things in a whole new way." Turtle put on the cool blue magic sunglasses and looked all around. Far out! The birds are singing, the sky is bright, the sun is shining, and I'm feeling all right. Pete kept rolling along until he saw Alligator. Alligator did not look happy. "What's wrong, Alligator?" "I'm so sad. Nothing's going my way. No one wants to play with me today." Pete said, "Try these cool blue magic sunglasses. They help you see things in a whole new way." Alligator put on the cool blue magic sunglasses and looked all around. Rockin'! The birds are singing, the sky is bright, the sun is shining, and I'm feeling all right. Pete was rolling around and feeling all right when suddenly he fell back. The cool blue magic sunglasses went crack. Uh-oh, Pete didn't know what to do without those sunglasses. Just then, Pete looked up in a tree. Wise old owl said, "Pete, you don't need magic sunglasses to see things in a whole new way. Just remember to look for the good in every day." Pete looked around without his sunglasses. Too cool! The birds are singing, the sky is bright, the sun is shining, and I'm feeling all right. I like that one. Sometimes it's important to remember that things are all right, even if it's not a perfect day. I hope you guys had a good time reading stories with me. I sure had fun reading them with you, and I can't wait till I see you again next week. Bye, friends.